Before this tournament, he was a world number 114 unknown, with just 6 tour-level wins to his name. Now, he is standing in the Wimbledon semifinals, and it's the first time in 25 years. Not since Goran Ivanisevic, who went all the way to the title in 2001, has a wildcard reached the Wimbledon men's semifinals. And now, 23-year-old Briton Arthur Fery has carried on that lineage of miracles. The semi-final draw is set. Let's break it down. First, this tournament's greatest Cinderella story, Arthur Fery. In the round of 16, Fery had already beaten veteran Grigor Dimitrov in a 3-hour, 55-minute war, coming through in 5 sets. That alone was a miracle, a wildcard whose best Grand Slam result before this event was a mere second round. But Fery didn't stop there. His quarterfinal opponent was world number 10 Flavio Cobolli, this year's Roland Garros runner-up. On paper, Fery was far below, but the result was stunning. He dismantled Cobolli 6-4, 7-6, and then 6-love. Closing out that third set with a perfect 6-love shutout showed this was no fluke, but a genuinely high-class performance. In fact, Fery won 76% of his points at the net that day, 22 of 29. The timing of his forays forward was decisive. This win etched Fery's name into the history books. He became the lowest-ranked man to reach a Wimbledon semi-final since Ivanisevic, then ranked 125, won the title in 2001. And he's the 5th British man in the Open era to reach a Wimbledon semi-final, after Taylor, Henman, Murray, and Norrie. Afterward, Fery looked like he couldn't believe it. "It just seems to be getting better and better every match," he said. "I just can't believe it." He added that beating Cobolli once in Australia had given him belief. Now, Fery's semi-final opponent, world number 2, Alexander Zverev, Goliath, standing before David. Zverev is one of the hottest players in the game, having won Roland Garros just last month. Here, he's chasing a Paris-London double, winning the clay and grass majors back-to-back. But Zvev's road was anything but smooth. He had to take the court 3 days in a row. His round of 16 match against Lehecka was suspended by the curfew, so he finished it on Tuesday, then faced Taylor Fritz right away. Even so, Zverev was ruthless. He crushed world number 6 Fritz 6-4, 6-4, 6-2 in just 2 hours. It gave him his first ever Wimbledon semi-final. Fritz was hampered by a knee injury, but Zverev's game management never wavered. After the match, Zverev offered his trademark humor. "Nothing on a tennis court is easy," he said. "Maybe if I played my 5-year-old daughter, but I knew this would be a difficult match no matter what." On the other side of the draw, the tournament's biggest blockbuster awaits, Novak Djokovic versus Jannik Sinner. The two reached this point in completely opposite ways. 39-year-old Djokovic survived a 5-hour, 15-minute quarterfinal against Auger-Aliassime, the longest quarterfinal in Wimbledon history. 5 sets, 3 tiebreaks, a win that wrung out every last drop of his stamina and mind. With it, Djokovic reached his 55th career Grand Slam semi-final, the most by any man in history. By contrast, world number 1 and defending champion Sinner cruised through while conserving his energy. He dispatched Jan-Lennard Struff 7-5, 7-6, 6-3 to settle comfortably into the Final 4. And their clash will be their 3rd Wimbledon semi-final meeting in just the past 4 years. The ruler of a new era, Sinner, chasing a title defense. Against the veteran Djokovic, carrying the fatigue of a 5-hour war toward one more shot at history. Craft versus power. To sum up, here is how the Wimbledon 2026 men's semi-final draw came together. On one side, Sinner versus Djokovic, the world number 1 defending champion against the 39-year-old legend of records. On the other, Zverev versus Fery, the Roland Garros champion against a wildcard reaching the semifinals for the first time in 25 years. Both semifinals are on July the 10th. On one side, the power and pedigree of the world's very best, on the other, a fairy tale nobody saw coming. So this Wimbledon men's draw has become a place where the predictable heavyweights and an unimaginable miracle breathe side by side. Sinner, Djokovic, Zverev, 3 of the world's very best, and squeezing in among them, world number 114, Arthur Fery. Can this miracle continue in the semi-finals, or will the Goliaths finally deliver a reality check? Who do you think wins on July the 10th? How far can Fery's miracle go? Drop your prediction in the comments. And if you want to see how these semi-finals end, hit subscribe and turn on notifications.